Hmm. Okay. I think I am live. So we're going to get whoa, yes I am. I can hear myself. I'm just going to get everything lined up. Hello, I think I see someone's writing. Hold on, I'm just sorting everything out so that I'm not like being annoying with trying to. I wish like you didn't have to like set everything up like that. You don't know what I'm talking about. So okay. Um Hello everybody. How are you all doing? Hello Nea. Hello Anna. Anne, sorry. Hi Christine. Hello Lily. Jesus, my eyesight today. I swear I need to start wearing glasses. I have them. I just never wear them. So, I just want to say before we begin, I won't really be doing like readings at the moment. So, like little quick readings like I done last time. Um, by the way, how I got my hair done, it's a little gray. I was feeling like a change. A lot of family stuff is happening at the minute, so I just was like, I need to just go dye my hair gray. Because I feel stressed. So I'm gonna make it look like I'm stressed even more. So yeah, it's kind of like a salt and pepper. It's a little bit blonde in places here because, or not blonde, like really whitey gray. Because I had a little tiny bit of bleach in it before. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Christine. Um, but yeah, I done private readings yesterday, and while I was probably the most difficult day I had. And if anyone's on Patreon, I do my daily energy check ins. And I don't normally look at them for myself because I don't believe I have them there daily for people, but I believe that it's a healthy thing to, have balance with watching tarot readings and energy updates and stuff like that. Kind of don't abuse it. So it's good to have um, something that's posted every day, and then okay, today I'm not feeling so good, so maybe I'll go and check out the energy checkup. But I knew it was a full moon, and I knew I had said something important in it, and my higher self basically was like, go back and watch the video. And in my reading, I basically predicted my whole day, and it was exactly as chaotic and um, also very eye opening because I truly learned that I've mastered a new level of holding this space. And I want to talk about that maybe now in a little second. Hi Roshni. You never miss you never miss lives. Glad you're here. And Sania's here as well. All my favorites always join. All you Patreon crew are the best. um Exactly, Lily. It's so good when you're feeling like you need a little check-in. It's good to have. It's not that you need me. Hello, Lena. Sorry, I'm just excited to see all my faves here. Um, and hello, Andrea from New Zealand. Oh, you must be up early. Yeah, you must be up early. But what was I saying? So I don't want to get distracted. I'll look at the comments in a second. But so yeah, yesterday in the reading, I had basically said that a lot of older parents and stuff, um, parents and people who are in partnerships, okay, and those partnerships that require a little bit more responsibility. So more of the serious like marriages and stuff like that was a very testing energy because of the collective energy that I was feeling. I didn't really know how it was going to play out for me because my mom, she was going to the doctor and she was with my sister, and I thought like maybe some drama would happen there. Um, but I'm not without getting too personal into it. She came home. She had a real kind of nervous breakdown, and there was a lot of things happening. So my sister was stressed, my dad was stressed, everyone was kind of projecting at each other, while it wasn't really doing her any favors because she was disassociated, so she had no clue what was really going on anyway. So it was just a whole lot of energy. And I was sitting there like with crystals in pockets. I had my Nikola Tesla plate like in my boxers. I was like, there's so much energy here it's not fun. And I was basically like anchoring it in, and I literally just like opened up like an energetic kind of like portal dump thing. I don't know. My higher self just was like, "Do this." I was like, "Okay," and I basically was just like letting it all like go into this portal, like a black hole, to just suck it away. And I can't really explain how it all was going on because while I was still in my body, um, I was trying to keep my energy at a point where I could respond without reacting. So if my sister or my dad was talking to me, or my mom was acting like a little bit even more like chaotic or nervous or whatever, I was just like, okay, how can I do this? And my higher self, for the first time I've ever really felt it so strongly, was there the whole time being like, okay, are you still there? It was so weird. I was like, yeah, I'm here. Okay, now you just respond back in this way. I was like, holy shit, you really got my back up there today. And I was like, this is crazy. And everything my higher self, future self, because I work with my future self a lot now, to be honest. I have that weird connection where it's a little personal, so I won't share too much about that right now. But I basically work a lot with my future self as my higher self as well. Like it's whatever way we want to accept it. And for right now, that's how I'm accepting it, because I have been doing that, and today it was just like, I don't know, my future self was coming back to tell me what to do right now, and I was listening, and I was like, okay, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do this, I'll do that. And I felt like I didn't even know who I was. I felt like some sort of like psychologist that knew what he was talking about and knew exactly what was going on in her brain, what was going on with them. And this is my work though, but when I'm dealing with it person to person, I'm looking at the energy. But today it just felt like I was so intelligent and tuned in to something that I don't even know, but it was like crazy good. And I felt so in control, and I felt like I was holding space. Now, people say that all the time, and I have a vague idea, like you hold the space, but when you say that to people, it's like you just have to accept it, or you just have to accept that people are like this, and you just have to kind of put up with it, and you know, let the 3D people be 3D, and etc. etc. Whereas yesterday, I realized that holding space is an art, and it's a skill that you learn over time. And yesterday, it was like I just kind of, the way I felt was like I was taken back to the time that I was so afraid to ride a bike without stabilizers. And that one moment that I was driving around the car and I had no stabilizers. I was like, oh, I've got it. And now I can never unknow this. This is so great. It felt like that. So, yes, I have mastered a new level of holding space. And today wasn't an easy day either, because I did a lot of energy work with my mom, because her higher self is basically, we had a chit chat, because she's quite tuned out but also quite tuned in. I don't know if that makes sense to people, but basically there are people who are not in the system, okay, but they're also not so tapped into spirituality, new age crystals and stuff like this, okay, but they're quite clued into, I don't belong in this world kind of thing, like I don't get this. And that's kind of my mom. She never watches the news. she never really like she's all there, but she's her own she's in her own world basically. Um but because she's in her own world, she gets very anxious a lot of the time and she worries about everyone else. Now, because I suffered from this as well for a long time, I oh my god, it's 2044 here. That's when I was born. That's the time I was born. Um and there's a castle on my Chromecast with like a big bridge. Maybe I'm going to move to a castle in the sky. Um, that's what my hair selves tell me. Anyway, um, so whenever I lived in London, I worked through a lot of like my own mental health issues, and I came back and I was like, I'm going to be able to help my mom. I'm going to be able to tell her all the things I know and I've learned about me. And yes, that helps, but the biggest challenge for me was that I was not meant to help her. I was meant to love her, not help her, just love her and hold space. And I kept hearing it. Hold space. You just need to learn how to hold space. You just need to keep practicing hold. And I was like, what the if you tell me that one more time. And now I'm having like with having like the worst day, I'm also having like the best day. And it's so weird. It's the weirdest energy ever because while I was just like feeling like this is all shit, I also felt great. And I went to my hairdresser and she just me and her just had the biggest rant about everything. It's great because she's so tuned in. She's a hairdresser. She doesn't make you wear a mask. She doesn't make you do any of that. And she's like proper tuned in. So we we just have the best rants. And it's great because I just found her through the whole lockdown. And kind of brought us together in a way because yeah, but I was out there and I was with my hairdresser and I was just having the strangest day today. And the main thing I want to say here is that when I was tuning into my mom's higher self, I learned that she is here to trigger. I know this, but like you know it, but your ego still makes you want to ignore it. Okay, but I knew that she's calling me right now, but I'll just message her later. Her anxiety. She's with her sister at the minute, so she's doing good. Just in case you think I abandoned her, she's down with her sister. She needs a break from home because she worries about like cooking dinner for us and just mundane stuff that she worries about. Because, like I said, she's not tuned into the outside world. She's very like closed into her. She's zoomed into her own little world. So her tiny little problems to someone who is very much like thinking about worldwide stuff, she worries about like stuff that are very small. Okay, so this is the vastness of life. People view everything so differently. I look at things on a worldwide scale, and she looks at things on like a what am I going to eat today? What I have to do next? You know what I mean? Um, I just have to text her because isn't it funny? I'm doing a live stream and I was just off the phone to her, but um, just 2 seconds, guys. I'll just tell her I'll call her in a bit. I'm not staying on too long tonight. I just wanted to come on and chat because um I don't really like ranting to my friends. And I'm not ranting. I'm expressing a spiritual kind of lesson that I've learned. Um and that I've observed to be honest. But yeah, so yesterday I I had started off, I went out and dealt with things. Then I got in here and I did a reading for someone. I sat in my pyramid and I proper charged myself back up again. And then I went back out and I I have a very good I've balanced my boundaries so much. Like this is why I think I'm able to hold the space is because I've I've held this for so long is I can only help her so much. I'm trying to teach everyone else in the family this as well. Like you can't help her if she's not listening. You can't keep repeating things over and over again. You can just be there for her. And with that, that's how energy changes and shifts, by just letting it be and trying not to control the situation. Because that's what was happening yesterday. People were trying to control the situation. But yeah, where am I going with this? Yeah, well, so I was connecting in with my mom's higher self. Done that a few times now, and she's basically here to teach me a lesson and my family a lesson, and that's the whole purpose of it. And that's why it's so confusing for us that she doesn't listen. Or she doesn't. It's not that she doesn't listen. She's not supposed to listen. She's not meant to. That's the whole point of this whole lesson that I've learned. And I don't know if she's here tonight, Jen. I'm going to read your comments. Oh, thank you. I'm just going to read your comments now. Thank you, Lena. The game of life. This is literally what it is. And I had this as well where I had this thing today, because since 2012, I honestly believe that, because I'm going to talk about timeline. It's not even a timeline shift. It's just shifting into what is right for you, basically, and the highest possible end all be all. It's the best thing. If you know in your heart that you're a pure soul, you are always going to go up to the most positive timeline. And I started to realize that we need to stop this. And I'm guilty of kind of saying it that way as well myself. And I need to stop doing that now. I'm holding myself accountable. We need to stop saying you need to get on this timeline, or you need to get on that timeline. No. You need to know yourself what type of person you are. Because the bad people aren't worried about freaking timelines. Only us guys worry about timelines. Do you hear me? So they are to anyone that's a bad person, you try and explain them what a timeline is, they're gonna be like, I don't really give a shit. I couldn't care if I ended up in blah blah blah. Like these people don't care. So when I talk about timelines and shifting to timelines, you're going there anyway. You're going to get onto that timeline anyway at some point, because time doesn't exist. So you have all the time in the world, because in the universe, to get on whatever timeline you want and to have whatever experience you want. Okay. So that is the thing I want to kind of say with that is it's our decisions that are the main thing here, because over this whole lockdown, I think I can say that, overall, with the lockdowns and everything, I've learned that my whole reason here was to heal the wounds in the family. Okay. And it started off like I need to kind of heal everybody else. Typical empath situation. And then I realized, no, wait, I actually need to heal myself. I just came out of a really bad relationship, and now I need to freaking work on myself. Okay. Did that. And then, stuff happened and just went on, and things kind of got back to normal. And now I'm going through this Mercury retrograde too. I love Mercury retrograde, and that's just me, maybe. Some people don't like it, whatever. Because it really slows you down and puts all of the things right on your face that you need to rethink and evaluate. And that's what I did recently about everything. And I haven't said this yet, but I may as well just say it now. So I will be moving to Australia. I have a lot of friends and family in Perth, and I've been resisting it. Claudette told me in my Sky Astrology about the star, and just if you've watched my Sky Astrology video with Claudette, something my whole life has been pulling me to Australia, and I was just like, it's not for me. Nah, it's too laid back. It's too chill. I don't want that. I want city life. I want this. I want that. Australia is everything I want. But I don't know. I was holding on to, I realized I was holding on to this whole doing acting and living a city life and living in a programmed world that doesn't fucking matter. Even though I realized that a long time ago, I was still holding on to that was the vision I had. I was like, wait, it wasn't actually my vision, but it was a vision I still held on to in the past and didn't fully let go of it. So when I went back in a meditation and was like, you need to stop this now, like, go with that idea. You're not an actor, okay? You're not an actor. You're good at acting, but you're not an actor in this life. I do think I was an actor in another life, though. But anyway, that doesn't matter. Who cares about past lives at the minute? Because I'm just like, let's focus on future, in a good way, not in a don't focus too much on the future, but like just holding a good vision in your heart for what's coming for you. And yeah, I basically I don't know what happened to me, but a few of my cousins and one of my closest cousins and he's dating my best friend as well. They're moving to Australia again, back out again, and I just was like, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? I love it here, but I'm like, what am I doing here? Because like I'm not me. As in I'm me here in this little room, but I can't walk around and just do weird shit. Like I have a mountain. I have loads of stuff here where there's no one. Like there's literally nobody in my little fey world, okay? But I'm still a human being. I need to have other human beings. I can't just always be in another dimension in my mind, okay? Because I am quite grounded. I'm not disassociated. I learned my lesson with that. But I'm just reading your comments. Hi, Marge. Oh, yay. Thank you, Michelle. Hi, Mel. Do you miss home? So you asked a good question. What in Australia will change it? The thing about it is that is the question that was holding me back because I didn't feel like I needed. I don't want to move to Australia because, well, I don't know if JC or someone says you'll be closer to JC. Well, I'll be moving to Perth, so JC, I'll probably never see her unless I like fly over every now and again, which I might be able to do. But I I actually said this to JC a few times. I'll probably be in Australia because I was meant to be visiting my brother, um, but now it's just like a knowing, and that's how I've lived everything I've ever done. There's just a knowing that I have to do it, and I have made countless excuses not to want to go. Like I've even I even held off on trying to get my driver's license just because I knew that if I got my license, I didn't have an excuse because you need a license to drive in Perth. So I was like making all these excuses, and for some reason, everything started to push me forward, 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 and I'm ready to go for my license, to do the test and everything, and I just realized that everything is changing, and I wasn't caught up to it, and then um, what happened? I spoke out to my cousins. I was like, "Yeah, I'm moving," and I was speaking again, and it was like my higher self was talking through me, being like, "You're doing it." And as I was talking, I was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa!" There's this really massive release happening, and I felt so good about it. And Yeah, anyway, I did a reading for someone, and just as I was plugging in, it was in my sister's house, and she's a makeup artist, so her ring light has like a switch. It's like a really big switch. And then you have the plug. So not the light had its own switch, but it was plugged in, it was turned on, and I was plugging in my laptop because it was setting up to do a reading. And when I put the plug in, I felt a like, and the light like went out. It fused, okay, or something, or whatever you want to call it, but it didn't actually, because I felt a timeline like switch, okay, where that when that happens to me, it's like a massive confirmation that because I admitted it, I opened up and just said it like it is, that I want to go, even though I don't know if I want to go, but I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I'm just following the guidance. I'm not moving like until like probably January. I'm trying to see. I want to stay for a little bit longer here, just to kind of get back into things. But everything is pushing me out. Not that my family are pushing me out or anything, but I feel like if I'm away, my mom won't worry as much because she worries a lot about me, and she thinks like I'm lonely, and I'm like, I'm just a hermit. But I can't explain it to someone who has anxiety and doesn't understand me. That I can't explain to people that I'm okay if they don't believe me. Like I can't make people believe that I'm okay. But being here, I feel like a lot of people worry about me because they don't understand me. So they think because I don't understand you, there must be something wrong with you because there's nothing wrong with me. Not that people are all like that, but you know what I mean. And yeah, when the light flashed and everything kind of flickered, I looked to check the lamp, and you can't. It doesn't. It's not a. It's not a like a. It doesn't flick. It's not a flick switch or a trip switch or whatever. You know when the electricity goes off, it's like it'll snap back or something. I looked at it, and it was on, or it was on, and when I turned on and off, it did this weird thing. Anyway, I can't really explain it, but it was just like something was messing with me, play like having a little joke. When I checked in with my higher self, I was like, "Did I just?" And I just heard, "Yep, you did." So literally got onto this different kind of path, timeline, whatever. But it doesn't really matter about the words that I'm using about that again, because all it is I made a decision to take action and do what I know that I'm supposed to do. Not the thing that I want to do, because the thing I kind of want to do is just to stay here and have it easy. But I know I need more. Um, I need to learn more things. The whole point in life is we're here to freaking learn. It's not all about having fun. It's sometimes it's about having a really good experience, whether that's good or bad. A really good bad experience. um, so I'm ready for whatever life has to offer. Um, I had the best experience in London. I learned all of my abundance blockages were a massive issue in my life, and I cleared that. I learned to not give a fuck about what people think, because in London I used to walk to the shop in my pajamas to buy a bottle of wine and nobody cared because nobody knew who I was. And I kind of want that back again. I want that freedom. Not that I care here, but like you just don't do that. It's just like it's not the norm, okay? Um but yeah. Um So what time is it? It's night. I don't know how long I've been on here. Can someone tell me how long I've been on here? um, I couldn't imagine living anywhere else but England. I love my country. I loved. Well, I haven't really been a lot of places, but I loved England. I really, really liked. What do you call it? Oh my god, I forgot the name. Sorry, me and names. It's the place at the bottom, at the very bottom, where everybody goes, where there's like the Ferris wheel, the little like the beach is full of stones, like those or these like pebble stones. Where is that place called? Tell me, let me know. um, thank you for that, Mickey. My pyramid is a lifesaver at the minute. I really, it's. You see, my moods. I've got energy again, and I've been sitting under here, so I had to do emails and stuff there before I jumped on here. But um, every time I sit under here for over an hour, I'm like back back on track with things. Earth is a huge school. It really, really is, and Earth is the school where we have the free will. You see, so people don't understand that part of it sometimes, and it's like once you get that, you understand why people are the way they are because it's their choice basically, and it's all it's all a lot of fun when you start to look at it as being all divine, like everything is supposed to happen exactly the way it's supposed to happen, because at the end of the day, we're just a fragment of other parts of where the light is coming from. So the closer and closer you get to the light, there's different levels of experience and levels of consciousness and levels of manifestation and magic, and everything you see in movies can be created because everything we create in our mind can become true if we believe it. Like everything is just a whole big bunch of what the fuck. But all those what the fucks are amazing. I'm sorry if this makes zero sense, but I hope that like made sense. I don't know if that did. Family don't understand that you can possibly like your own company. Yeah, I still don't understand. I don't understand a lot of things about that. Um. Oh, you said I was. You're right. I will be moving soon. A year ago, I would have been terrified. Now I'm throwing all my stuff out. Hi, Ari. Did I? Oh, it's Arielle. Oh my god. I think I stopped caring. I'm so glad I left that because I remember your energy at that time was a little bit like confused about what was going to happen. Wow, I'm so happy that did I say that in a reading for you? I think I did a Zoom reading with you. Oh no, I did do a Zoom reading, but I think it was in the Zoom reading that I said that to you. Um, I have walked in pajamas in Dublin and it was fine. Regina, hi from Dublin. Dublin, I would do it too. I didn't live in Dublin, but I used to be up there a lot. About 30 minutes. Thank you, Lena. Uh, Brighton, that's it. I am terrible with names. I don't know what that is. I think it's just a me thing. I don't know. A lot of people say that I'm bad with names. Am I just choosing to be bad at names? Probably. Um, I have. I like that, Michelle. um, yes, all last year was what the fuck, the whole thing. Yes. um, Love listening to your free flow chat, Joseph. Your mum sounds a sweetheart. Oh, thank you. Someone said she's not here, but she gifted me a new Fae deck. I'm gonna do an unboxing, so I'm trying not to look at it. It's really hard not to. But yeah, and she said something like, "Oh, it was." She said something like, I always imagined your mom being a cute little magical woman because you had to have come out of a really special place." And I was just like, wow, actually never thought on that. I was just laughing at it. The way she put it, I was like, I came out of a good vagina. um uh yeah. No, I totally agree, Regina. Um, yeah, I'm doing the unboxing. I do. So anyone that wants, how many people are here? 55. Jesus Louises. Oh shit, shit, shit. That's so many people. I'm like, I didn't even tell anyone I was doing this. That's so good. Oh crap. By the way, guys, I got a new camera and I don't know if it's any better to be honest. I think it's a bit better than the last time. I got it because my phone storage was running out. A lot of people who had readings with me recently would have known that because I've said it a lot. But yeah, we'll have a little thing in a minute, but we'll do something fun. But what was I going to say? I fucking forgot. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Patreon. That's what I'm going to say. So, people wonder, because sometimes you join Patreon, okay, and there's not really anything there. People like upload a video every now and again. So I was like, I don't want to be that person. So I am trying to put as much content on Patreon for people as I can. So what I'm doing, and I'm going to keep getting the more and more support that I get, the more and more time I'll put into it. But at the minute, I'm doing quite a bit for people who are on there. So I do the daily check-in, which is like an energy check-in. Just I pull a few cards, and it's like it's between 8 or 10 minutes. I also implement Sky Astrology into it. So I tell you a few things from my calendar where like the heavenly bodies are and what my interpretation of that is. But I also I don't really read astrology. Like I'm not an astrologer. I just say, okay, this is there today. And then sometimes it'll come out in the cards. It's happened a few times already. But so that's from Monday to Friday. I do that. And then I don't do it on Saturday and Sunday because I think if someone is watching them all week, they need a break. If you do enjoy watching them, you do still need a break. So then as well, I'm going to start doing unboxing videos. I'm going to start doing a lot of different things as well. So if there's one day if there's 1 week there's not an unboxing video, I am going to start doing something that is very out of my comfort zone, but I'm going to do it anyway. So it's a past life of mine where I called myself Le Mono, and he came to me recently, and he's my shaman self. So he's me in another life, but he wants to work with me. He is me, so he's me in another. It's hard to explain past lives, but you know what I mean. They're not past. They're all there when you need them. So when I want him to come through, he doesn't always come through. And then like today, when my mom was away, he just came straight in, and I was chanting, and it was coming out of me like I don't know what. And it's very like the proper healing voice that comes out of me is very loud and like very shamanic kind of singing. And people say light language. I just say Lamono's language because and luminous light. It's so weird. But yeah, he said just say Lamono because I was like, what do I call this? Because light language feels different. It feels more heart centered. This feels more like grounding. It feels like it pulls you back down to reality, but makes you cry. Because I start to cry, but I'm not actually sad. I don't know how to explain it. I'm singing, and then I'm open my eyes, and yeah, it's just weird. But I did it in front of Mark Atwood when we went to the sacred site. And I just realized it at the time when I was like, oh my God, it's going to happen. And that was the first time I've ever done it in front of someone. And it was bizarre because I didn't want to do it. And I was like, oh, I'm doing it. And I started chanting and singing. And as I was doing it, I closed my eyes. Well, I always close my eyes anyway. Well, no, actually, I don't always. But yeah, as I was singing it, I was like, what are people thinking about me? Oh my God, why am I doing this? And it was like a disaster. Because like I was trying to stop singing, and then my voice was going like, I was like, because I'm like sitting back, but then trying to come forward. My ego was like, no, you don't. What are you doing? What are you doing? And I was like, no, no, stop, stop, calm down, calm down. I'm like, ah, and it was like all that happening. And when I started it, I was in the center of the big circle, and there was nobody in apart from Mark and Janie and Mark's friend, and we were just chilling, like, and the next thing, I opened my eyes and there's a lot of people. They just were there. They came in through the little archway and they're standing there, and I was like, holy fucking shit. And I just grabbed my sage and I walked straight over to Mark and I was like, oh my god. And I had a little sand thing to put the sage out with the sand. So I was putting out the sage, and then this girl, she just looked like a regular girl. Like, because it was a sacred site, but not people were just coming there, but they weren't really spiritual. You could clearly clearly tell, like, they would come and they wouldn't really appreciate it. They were just gonna go again. But she came up to me and it was so bizarre. She says, "Hey," and she's standing up on the steps of it, and I was like, "Hi." She's like, "I just wanted to let you know, that was really amazing." I was like, "Thanks." I didn't know what to say. I was just like, "Thank you." And then Mark was kind of like, "See?" I was like, "No, no, no." I was like so triggered. I was like, the fuck? Because it was a lesson and a half. Let's just say that, because I was half in it and half not in it. Meaning, I still need to probably work on that, because I don't have to do this online really as a thing like that I do all the time. But thank you, Lena. I love that you love my stories because I love chatting, especially on days like today. And where was I? I have to burp. It's just a little baby burp. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, I was half in it, half not in it. So, whenever she came over to me, I was already triggered because I was like, what was I doing? I was judging it on how I was singing as if I was doing a performance, which, no, when I was at that place is a sacred site that was used for theatrical purposes back in the olden times, okay? So it was weird. Like, Mark kind of started off singing and performing and like having fun. But then my thing was like, I was like taking it so serious. And what Lamono basically said is, what are you thinking about? Just do it and just have fun with it. This is not like, this is about lightening the mood and grounding people in as well while you're doing it. Like, just having something for them to focus on. Because me and him had some words basically, and I was just like, okay, what was that? Why did I do that? And I've understood it all now. And like today, whenever my mom left and she went to go to her sister's, I was like, just like, okay, let's clear the house. And I don't know what just happened there. That happened last time, but I think it's fine. Something popped up. And let me see. Hold on. I can't remember what I was saying. If someone could remind me. Sorry, something popped up. I don't even know what I was talking about. Feng Shui, Susan. I love that. I love a bit of Feng Shui. Does anybody have any other questions? Or do you want me to hold on? Joseph, are you doing readings? My son is having to go to court for custody of his son. We are heartbroken and wonder might go if you can. I'll answer that. Oh, hold on. I feel like I have to answer that because I was kind of feeling it. You're wondering if you go to the court or not to go? Is that what you're asking, Mel? Just let me know. Yeah, so I'll finish that story. Yeah, I basically was speaking to the shaman, Self Lamono, and he kind of just explained to me that whenever he comes through now, it's for a purpose. And I'm not really supposed to question it in the moment. I'm just supposed to let it happen. Because whenever I cleared the house, thank you, Lorraine. Whenever I cleared the house, well, I didn't know I was clearing the house actually. I did know after kind of got into it. I was like, because I could feel the energy shifting. Um, but that's the thing. It's I'm clearing energy, but also I'm doing other things at the same time. So while I was chanting, I realized that my energy was also at my auntie's house, and I was also lightening the mood there. And then after that, I got a phone call from them, and basically that everything was she was doing my mom was doing a lot better, and she was starting to laugh a little bit more, and she was just having fun, and everything was good. So I learned that healing for me is something that I don't even know half of the time I'm doing it. Because I'm not healing on a like on a focused level. I'm just kind of generally lightening the energy because I chose to kind of not get too involved and to be more of the observer rather than the I need to help. Okay, because that's more of the intention with a lot of things people do. Like I want to do this. I want to help that. I want to do this for that person. But maybe we just need to take steps back and kind of observe more and learn about ourselves and how we can kind of just lighten our own mood first, because in turn that lightens the situation around us. Um, how is it gonna go? Okay, Mel, I'll do this for you. We might actually 21. If people want to ask questions now, go ahead because I'm gonna do. I'll do 3 and then we'll see. A lot of hearts are broken. Yes, they definitely are. Hold on. I can't see myself. I'm gonna put the mic away a second. Hold on. Okay. I hate saying this, but Mel, at the minute we have the moon card, so that is, and it's with the 3 of swords underneath it. What I'm picking up from that is that this whole energy, especially this is Mercury retrograde, and this has Mercury retrograde has a lot to do with the courts, and it has a lot to do with exposing and getting things to the surface and sorting it out. And in the moment of Mercury retrograde, it always feels like the most confusing and worst thing that could possibly happen. But with the moon card there, it is an illusion, and my higher self is saying that this is part of a bigger picture. There is something on the other side that is going to be a lot better for everyone. Okay. And I honestly feel like you're going to notice a massive change in your son when things go the way that they go, because I feel like this has a lot to do with financial stuff. Okay. And someone, I don't know, his partner, or do you say you did say about custody of a child? Hold on, sorry. I just need to read, make sure I'm not missing anything. is to go to court for custody of his son. Okay, yeah. This. Let me just ask about that person because I'm not getting. See, it's difficult because it feels like the fight between the custody thing, that is the main problem in the whole situation for me. It really feels like this is trying to wake. It's kind of similar to my situation here at home, right? Everyone's worried and concerned about what will happen. Like everyone's concerned about my mom, but at the same time, they're more concerned about if what if we lose her? What if she never gets back to normal? What if? When you need to kind of just step back and evaluate what this means for you. Because when things get really, really tough, it's time for you maybe to be the one while because you're here for a reason. So maybe it's time for you to take a step back and realize that everything is going to work out for him financially, okay? This is a new stepping stone for him to grow and do something different with the way he's been living his life, okay? Because he's been 21. He doesn't want to let go of anything. He doesn't want to let go of his son. He doesn't want to lose anything. Whereas his partner is a lot more like, I will have that. These things are mine, okay? This is mine. This is mine. Everything is mine, okay? So just know that I want to see the situation. Okay, we have an ace of we have the ace of pentacles. This is the part of the illusion that I want to tell you is at the end of the day there's going to be an offer and a solution that is the right choice no matter what happens, no matter how it looks. This is the divine plan to teach everyone involved that this is not okay. And you have to, we all, everyone in this situation, we all have to rethink about why this has happened, okay? Because we're letting the courts have control over something that should just be resolved through communication and getting rid of all of the this is mine, that's yours, this is yours, this is mine, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Okay. So this is teaching everyone that the main person here to learn from is the child, is the boy. And he's there to teach them all that lesson. He's the one that was there to teach them this. So, okay, Nea, because I want to answer a question. What's she saying? She said, what is my husband thinking about our marriage and me? This is a good idea to do these during Mercury retrograde. Okay. I have to. I'm not feeling anything bad, but I was just thinking on like all of the. I'm going to give you the truth as well. Okay. Let's see. You're welcome, Mel. Okay, this is for Nea. Having similar. Okay. We have the same card again. Okay, so this is exact same card in the exact same placement of where I had it for Mel as well. So that again is saying that basically this has to do with Mercury retrograde, putting up the situation and presenting it this way so that you question what is going on and what is going on with him, what is going on with you, and what the fuck is going on. So it's a Mercury retrograde thing again, which is a good thing because it's dealing with um his own confidence. He is not feeling like he is leading for you, and he's trying to be his best. He's trying to be that person who you can rely on. He wants to fight for you. He wants to be more in his masculine, but he doesn't know how to. So he's trying really, really hard. But that trying isn't really working out, I'm seeing, because of where it's beside with the cards around it. Okay. And he's having this kind of is a part of his journey with the Great Awakening, and he's got to a peak point of, I need to get to the bottom of why I'm like this. And I think in his own mind, let me see. Yeah, in his own mind, he's starting to separate what is a good thought and what is a bad thought. And okay, if I want this to go in a positive direction, I need to stop pulling on the negatives that are keeping me behind, okay? Because that is just how I feel about the whole thing. He truly wants to be that. He wants to be an explorer. He wants to step up, and he wants to show you a good life, but he doesn't feel safe in himself. He doesn't feel grounded in himself. He needs more security and help with stability in his own life. And I don't want to sound like a dick, but when the masculine, this is not always the case, but because of how much, I just pulled the Lover's card, but because of how much he loves you, and I'm now focused, I said he got to a peak point, okay, that with a volcano there, an eruption. When I think on a volcano and I think on an eruption and I think on anger, it's root chakra. And root chakra is usually, if it's still lingering there and it's affecting relationship, it's usually from childhood. So he's having to deal with his stuff, his childhood stuff. And you're probably also having to do that exact same, because your relationships are a reflection for you to learn from them. And when there are issues in a relationship or confusion, it's up to both people to take responsibility for what you're teaching each other and to learn from it and try and heal it and come together again and see how it goes and keep trying that. Kind of being like, I need space, or how about we try this? Okay. So this kind of back and forth of like, what should we do here? I do think everything is, at the end of the day, we have the Queen of Pentacles. At the end of the day, the structure is going to just get stronger for you. And Queen of Pentacles is earth energy. She is the queen of grounding. And that's what I feel like the message here is for you, is he needs to, work on his root chakra or his grounding. And you also need to do the same, because the masculine, when they are living in this, or when this fear starts to come up, it's an opportunity for both of you to heal it. Okay. So because the root chakra is being affected, now you need to work on your root chakra, because when you're feeling safe in yourself, he can then feel safe in himself and protect you again and be that person he wants to be. But at the minute, he's just like, get away from my woman. And just acting like out of order because he just feels that. Joey, if I may ask, I've been getting the Justice card a lot. Don't know what's up. The Justice card, what have you been asking though? Just in general? Joey, people are so nice on here. I think I just attract nice people. I do. Like I looked at my I never really look at that anyway, but I just looked today and on my last video, I'll probably get dislikes now, but like I don't care. So I'm just if someone dislikes this, I'll be like, I'll actually think it's hilarious. Um, but I looked at my most recent video, and because I don't really worry about dislikes or anything like that, um, I don't think I attract people that dislike me that much. Like, there's obviously people who don't like me, and the thing is as well, I don't care that people if people don't like me. I was always like that. I actually think it would be weird if some people like I actually would go insane if everyone loved me. I couldn't. I have enough people liking me. Like I don't need everyone to like me. I really don't. I like having a little contrast here and there. I'm a nice person, but I don't want everyone to like me. Um, but yeah, I just think that you are what you attract, and you attract what you are. There we go. So I'm a nice person. I attract nice people. Why is my nose so itchy? I don't know what that means. Maybe it means I'm gonna. We say that means you're gonna fight someone. Naya, yeah, I'm glad that that helped you. The eclipse, it has been feeling quite strong. I already feel a major shift happened. Yeah, and isn't the isn't the summer equinox? Is it called the summer equinox? I always because I have the pagan name for it. Oh, guys, I don't know why my nose is so itchy. My phone's vibrating. It's my sister. I should probably go now in a minute. Can someone tell me how long I was on here? Again, sorry. Lena. Yes, my darling. I will look into that now. Because Lena left me a lovely message because she had a reading with me a long time ago, a year ago, and she watched it then and it resonated, and then she left it and she came back to it and it resonated on a different level because she learned a lot from it, and that's the best thing about video readings. I noticed it a lot is when 1 hour. Okay, I can go for another little bit then. That is the best thing about video readings is you can come back and watch them whenever you want, and you'll always have a new perspective on it because our consciousness is always evolving. So whatever our mind, and that's the greatest thing about readings is they tell you what you need to hear then, and then they also will tell you what you need to. They work constantly. Because you're always going to come back to it and hear a different thing or feel a different emotion or whatever. It's like when you listen, you can't. That's why we listen to music on repeat because each time we play the song, we have a different feeling or we're thinking about different things. So anyway, I want to answer your question. I'm going to do this is the last one, and then I'll just answer some. We'll just chat again because I'm getting an itchy nose. I can't really focus. I don't know why this is happening. Maybe I never get itchy noses. What the hell? It feels like maybe I've been sitting under this pyramid too long. Okay. It's for Lena's mom. Oh, a lot of new things happening. Okay. If there has been distance, okay, and communication is off, is what I'm feeling because I have the Eight of Cups reversed. Okay, so I'm not sure if someone has left or you feel like it's something has been left out or something hasn't really been dealt with. Like you haven't fully, talked about something that needs to kind of be talked about. That's what I'm feeling, Lena. Because everything that needs to be said. Everyone is healed from things emotionally. And I think that she just wants to have a fresh start and talk about, like, okay, what can we do next? What is our new beginning? And what can we kind of move away from and move into in a positive way? Okay. Because I feel that energetically, she might not be ready to move away from things just yet, but that's because she wants to be reassured that a new opportunity for her is there. So she just needs to kind of talk about it, or she needs to just be kind of proved that everything is going to be okay, and then you're going to see a shift in her. Okay. And she really doesn't not want conflict. She wants a new beginning, but she doesn't want it to cause drama or conflict, because she's afraid of she's afraid of like dark energies, restrictive energies. She's afraid of everything because of the whole lockdown. She's just kind of like a little bit more nervous than regular. Okay. But that's all I see. I just kind of feel like she wants a new kind of flow to life, a flow that is feeling a little bit safer than the one that she was currently on, or the one that she is still currently on. She's trying to let go. I hope that helped. Missed your earlier message about timelines. Love it. Totally needed to hear that. Oh, you're welcome, Maggie. I can't even remember what I said. I just remember being like, "Meh." So, um, Black Kyanite is good. What were we? Are people having conversations? That is, if you are, I love that. I love that people have conversations. Because we're all here together. I hate that song. That makes sense. Yep, she is trying to avoid discussions, and she is nervous because she always feels sick. Yeah, that sick feeling is fear of like something bad happen. A little bit of anxiety, kind of like my own mum at the minute. Um Mason, you're a star. You're a star. Yes, you are a star. Does anyone think that this hair? I don't know how it looks on camera. It looks really bad. It's quite grey. Do I want you? I'm okay, thank you. I want. What do I want? I don't want to break the microphone. That's what I want. A star. Well, my star, unless your name is Vega, that's what I want. I want the Vega star. Um, I've been pretty Yeah, Rachel. I think everybody's been kind of scatty, even the best of us. Like, even though I've been doing quite well this week, it took a lot of effort. It took a lot of effort. Like, I had to like ground under this pyramid like about 5 times yesterday. Um, all in this. Okay, I don't really know. Does anyone just, because I'm not going to do any more readings because my nose is just itchy and I feel like that's a sign to just stop. So, um, and I did private readings today, and I just want to chat here for another. I'll go for another 15 minutes. So let's just um chat about whatever you want to chat about. Does anybody have any questions on anything? Um, you've just ordered yours from Joanne. Is it you ordered your pyramid from her? Has she started making them? Why the light is so weird here now? Guys, I don't know how longer I'm going to be able to last. Let me just itchy my nose. This is so annoying watching someone itch their nose. But why is that happening? Let me pull a tarot card. Queen of Cups. What does that mean? when I pull tarot cards for stupid things, my air self's like gives me the like most ridiculous card. Oh well, Queen of Cups. Maybe my mom is healing her nose. Oh, maybe it's something to do with my mom. You're not annoying. Thank you. I know I'm not annoying. I say I'm not. I say I think I'm being annoying just to um counteract the fact that maybe I'm trying to be annoying. And I don't know it. Oh my god, you're such a human. I am. I am a human, and I fucking love it. I don't want to be an alien. Fuck that. Aliens sound like they have a stressful life, like up there in the galactics, like taking out the fucking going through portals and fucking I don't know, going through wormholes and shit. Like seriously, that sounds stressful. I just want to sit under a tree in a hammock and read a book. I don't read books, but pretend I'm reading a book. I want to be more human. Nah, I don't mind what I am. I'll do what I want to. I'll do what I want to do until I change my mind. That sounds like such a narcissistic thing to say. Um, keep touching your nose to the mic. Maybe that's. Lorraine, I don't know if you were being sarcastic or helpful, but that is hilarious, and that is exactly why my nose is itchy. I think that's why it comes with a protecting thing that you don't do that. Fuck, of course that's what it is. What the hell is wrong with me? Oh, I wanted to read not Roshni's question or what she said. I once asked for guidance from my hair self and got the full card. Oh, I love when they're like that. That's true symmetry. Wait, am I right in saying symmetry? Are you who? What's your real name? Are you Barbara? Is that Barbara? I don't know. No, I don't know. Think that is Barbara. I don't know. I'm about to pee. Go pee. I'm probably gonna go in like 10 minutes. So if you want to wait, you can. But if you want to pee, you should pee. Glad I could actually make it for a live video. I'm always too busy. I I wasn't gonna do one this week. I didn't even do an energy check-in. I did the pick a card, but that was meant to be a bonus. And then I didn't have the energy to do the actual both videos, so at least I had something. But yeah, does anybody have like any questions on general topics, not about like for yourself, but just like what my opinion is on anything, or just to kind of close out here with a little discussion? I don't know if I feel like telling. I think I've told all my stories pretty much. Oh, you're welcome. Lena, I don't know how to say your name, but thank you. Melbourne, Australia. Oh, how are you? I don't know. Is it really stormy there? I just heard it was. I hope you're okay. um, the pick a card was beautiful. Thank you, Roshni. It was a little bit saucy. Opinions on reptilians. I really don't. I think there's too much of a talk about that. That is like I know reptilians are real, but I think they're because it's being more talked about and it's become more of a popular opinion to talk about. It's starting to get twisted more and more and more. That's my opinion on it. Because anything that people believe in is a tool for the corrupt people to twist it. And make people fear for their life. I'm not scared of a reptilian, and I don't think all reptilians are bad. Same as I don't think all anyone is bad. I was talking to my auntie today about racism, and I was just like, in London, like, it's not a thing. She was like, what? Because Irish people, they're not racist, but they're not nice. And then people from other countries that are in Ireland are not nice to Irish people. And I'm like, well, it works both ways. I was telling my auntie this. I was like, we're not nice to them. We, not me, but our country. We're not that nice to them. And they don't really get our humor either, because our humor is quite blunt and like very could come off as racist or whatever. But it's not about labeling it as racist. It's just we're not nice. It's not. It's just like Irish people have this banter, but it's not nice banter. It's not banter because it's not nice. So it's just confusing because if both people just understood what was going on, okay, that the reason people from other countries that are here in this land are not nice to you is because you're not nice to them. So why the fuck don't you understand that? And I was explaining, like, when I was in London, everyone is just everything is so diverse there. No, everyone just accepts everything as it is and who you are and what you are. And when I was there, even though it was in the city, and I now want to move away from the city and but move away. What is that? I'm gonna have to go, guys, because I hear a fire alarm. So I'll be back. Sorry for this, like